everyone, and welcome to Summer Sips. To help you maintain your health and physique this summer, we wanted to share a couple of helpful tips for when the weather starts to heat up. First one is to make sure not to overdo it. Listen to your body, and if you're feeling any distress, make sure to get to a shaded area and rest. Next one is make sure to build up your exercise routine over time. That way your body has a chance to acclimate to the hot weather. And don't forget, when we're exercising, make sure to try to exercise on cooler surfaces such as grass or in the shade. And we also want to make sure that we are wearing sunscreen, SPF 15 or higher, and don't forget to reapply. We also want to make sure that we're wearing breathable clothing such as cotton, and light colors are great too. And don't forget, hats are a great accessory this time of year. And when we're exercising, make sure to avoid those peak hours where the sun is at its highest and its hottest. We want to try to exercise early in the morning or in the afternoon. Exercising indoors is also a great option. You can make sure to watch our videos on Wellness Everywhere or join some of our virtual classes. I wanted to take a quick second to share some fun facts about sunscreen. Radiation from the sun is actually comprised of two different types of rays. UVA rays, which can cause premature aging such as wrinkles, and UVB rays, which are a little bit more damaging and cause burns. And both of these rays put together can end up causing skin cancer. So when we're choosing a sunscreen, we want to make sure we're looking for one that says broad spectrum, so it protects you from both the UVA and UVB rays. We also want to keep an eye out for that SPF. What does SPF stand for? It stands for Sun Protectant Factor. And SPF protects you from those UVB rays or those burning rays. An SPF of 30 will protect you from 97% of the sun's rays. And no sunscreen is completely waterproof. Manufacturers now have to put on their labels that they are water resistant or will protect you for 40 minutes in the water, or very water resistant, which will protect you to up to 80 minutes in the water. And make sure that you're always applying your sunscreen 15 minutes before you go into the water, and then every 2 hours after you go in the water. How much sunscreen should we be applying to our bodies? We want to use the teaspoon shot glass rule. We want a teaspoon amount of sunscreen to apply to the face, and about a shot glass or 1 ounce of sunscreen to apply to the rest of the body. And don't forget, sunscreens do expire, and most end up lasting for about 3 years. You can find the expiration date somewhere on the label usually. But you want to keep an eye out for the consistency of the sunscreen. If your sunscreen is starting to change color or consistency, it's time to throw it out and get a new one. And those spray sunscreens, they are super convenient, but not always effective. But if you do want to use a spray sunscreen, make sure you're applying a generous amount and rubbing it in thoroughly. And last but not least, sunscreen is safe to use and is recommended by all healthcare professionals. Next one, we want to make sure we're staying real hydrated this summer. The heat tends to make our body sweat more and we lose more fluids. So we want to make sure we're getting plenty of water. One fun tip is to carry around a fun water bottle to help remind you to drink water. One with the straw can even make it better. Also, some fun ways to spice up water is to try some infusions, such as cucumber and mint and strawberry and lemon. You can even try some sun tea by placing a couple of tea bags in a pitcher and leaving it on your sill to brew. some other fun options, we have some 0-calorie, zero-sugary drinks such as Gatorade, or some sugar-free, low-calorie soda water such as the Ice brand. And speaking of fluids, we want to make sure that we're avoiding those alcohol, sugary, and caffeinated drinks. Those liquids actually work against your body and make you more dehydrated. Sugar shockers, you might not have realized that in a simple can of Coke there is 40 grams of sugar. And when we put that into perspective, that actually looks like this. That is actually quite a lot of sugar that our body doesn't need. So make sure we're avoiding those sugary drinks. But if you can't help it and you'd like to have a fun alternative this summer, I have some fun mocktails to share with you. First one of my favorites is just taking some soda water and mixing it with one of these Mio Squeeze packets. These are no calories, no sugar, but they have lots of fun flavors. This one is tropical cherry. And my other favorite mocktail to make is a green tea mojito. And all you're gonna need for that is some green tea. I used bottled green tea today, but feel free to use bagged green tea. And all you're gonna do is add some lime and mint to that, and there you have it, a green tea mojito. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun, and don't forget to stay cool and stay hydrated. Bye, friends.